Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like the channel and become part of this journey with us. One big happy family. Thank you so much to every single one of you that have been supporting the channel from the start until now. And of course, very appreciated the newcomers that will be part of it also. I'd like to mention that my threads are 100% cotton thread. They are from Portugal. I am in Europe. And there are 4 plies, similar thickness to Aunt Lydia number 3. My colors go by number and not by name. Okay. And for the most part, I use 2.75 hook, a small one, millimeter. Small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a pair of scissors. I also like to mention I do have a crochet private group. If you're interested to join the beautiful queens there, you're more than welcome as long as you have a profile pic. And I have a crochet page on Facebook and also Instagram and TikTok. All of these links will be below in the description box. All you have to do is click on them. Of course, if you have not subscribed, click on that subscription. It's free, you know that, and hit the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's the only way we can continue to create these beautiful pieces for you guys. By keep growing the channel, of course, by YouTube recognizing the channel and circulating it. And I am so grateful and appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody. For a lot of yous that question on my threads, I do ship them out. They're $12 a ball. They're 100 grams equivalent. 300 to 325 yards, okay? And minimum order by 6. It's the only way I can cover the shipping. I make nothing out of it, so I know you will be asking because I get a lot of questions on them. So here you go. Okay, so let's get started. Please don't forget to share the video or the channel in your Facebook public or your groups, your Facebook crochet groups, through your WhatsApp, your Instagram. It's the only way to keep going and circulating it. Okay, thank you. I send you much blessings. Okay, everyone. So we're going to create another beautiful round doily centerpiece. I'm going to use these colors, 4 different colors. This creation is by Lusvanya Crochet. Most of you knows that I absolutely love her work. She's so similar to my designs. And when I do see something that is created from her that is beautiful and know that you guys are going to really love it, then I'm going to create it for you. Her tutorials are in Portuguese. And of course, if you want to follow her, I will leave her link below anyway, no matter what. But you will have to put in your language preference because, like I said, her tutorials are in Portuguese. Okay, so we're going to use these purples, the pink, the white. I'm sure you guys are going to absolutely love it. So let's get started. I'm going to use a 2.75 hook, of course, my regular old one, a small one to tuck in loose ends, old, also beat up old, but I love these little hooks. They're just my favorites. And a pair of scissors. Okay, let's get started, everyone. Please, if you have not subscribed yet, I hope you do so. And give a thumbs up on the video. It helps the video tremendously. Sharing is caring. If you can share and put it public, that helps. Also, invite your friends and family to join us. Thank you so much for your blessing. And thank you for your donations also. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's get started, everyone. Okay, so we're going to start by the magic circle. If you have a hard time with it, you can do a 5 to 6 chain. I'm going to secure that with a slip stitch, coming back in, doing a single and 2 chain. My first double crochet, continuing on this row 1 to complete 12 double crochets. Now, I've created many patterns with this beginning base. I'm sure as we go, you'll remember and recognize how I've done so many patterns with this base. So on row 2, we're going to do 1 double crochet, or as soon as we start, we're doing the increase on the first one when we slip in. 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet. But anyway, I'll follow with you the first rows just to make sure we don't get lost anywhere. Okay, so 12 double crochets on your first row. I've done my 12 double crochets. I'm going to close in that first one with slip stitch. Going into the next double crochet, stretching my thread a bit, and 1 chain. That's my first double crochet this time. In the same stitch, increase. So this row 2, we're going to do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So row 2 will have a total of 24 double crochets. Okay, 2 in the same stitch all the way around. So I'm going to close in that 1 chain that I did with the slip stitch. So I have my 24 double crochets. Going into the next one, again repeating the same thing, doing that single, stretching a bit, and 1 chain. Coming back in, increase, 2 double crochet. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet alone, 2 together, increase in the same stitch, 1 double crochet, 2 together in the same stitch. I've done so many of the space, it's unbelievable. Next row, we're going to increase on the first one, 2 together, and 2 double crochet alone, 2 together, 2 double crochet alone. That means 1 per stitch. Row after that, increase again on your first one, 3 double crochet alone, increase, 3 double crochet, 1 per stitch, increase. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat one more time on the next row, and we're going to do it this way until we get to row 7. So this row, 2 in the same stitch, 1 alone, 2 in the same stitch, 1 alone, 2 in the same stitch, 1 alone. Next row, 2 in the same stitch, 2 alone. Okay, everyone, finish row 3. Going into the next one, stretch your thread a little bit, single, 1 chain, increase on the same stitch. Now 1 double crochet and another double crochet in the next stitch. So now we're having 2 double crochets alone. Next one, 2 together, increase, and 1 per stitch, 1 per stitch, increase. So we're going to keep doing this until row 7. That means on the next row, 1 2 3 4. So we're in row 4, 2 together, 2 alone, 2 together, 2 alone. Row 5, 2 together, 3 alone, 2 together, 3 alone. Row 6, 2 together, 4 alone. I'll meet you at the end of row 7. Okay, everyone, so I've done 7 rows, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. That means I have 2 together and 5 double crochet, 1 per space. 2 together, 5 double crochet, 1 per space. This row 8 is going to be about single crochets. So I'm coming into the next one, next stitch, after my slip stitch, single. I'm also going to do an increase, 2 together. So it's the same thing as we did the double crochet, but in singles. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 singles this time, and 2 singles on the 7th double crochet, always on the 2nd increase. That's what we're doing. Again, 1 2 3 4 5 6 on the 2nd increase, 2 together on the same stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. This is row 8. Okay, everyone, so finished all my singles. Now we're going to be doing the X. A lot of you have seen me do this X also. Okay, so I'm going to come back in the same stitch, and I'm going to do a single in one chain. That's like half double crochet. Okay, this time we're going to skip 1, 2, and on my third one, again, I'm going to take 2 and then 2, only because it's the first X we're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain. Coming here where we've closed those halves and doing a double crochet. So my first X is done. Now it's going to be different because the first one has to be like that. We're going to roll twice on the hook this time, coming back into the same stitch, taking 2 out only. Skip 1, 2, going into the third one, taking 2 out, 2 out, 2 out, and the last 2. 1, 2, 3 chain. Coming in where we've closed that half and doing that double crochet. So I have my second V, or not V, second X. Again, roll twice on your hook. Come back into that same one. Take out 2. 1, 2 on my third one. 2. Take out 2. Take out 2 in my last 2. Chain 3. Come back in where we've taken those halves out and do your double crochet. So we have 3 X's already. Okay, so last time, come back in the same one, take out 2, skip 1, 2, come into the next one, take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. 1, 2, 3 chain. Going to do that double crochet, and we have 4 X's. So we're going to continue to do this all the way to the end. The same way, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, I'm down to my last one. Into the same one, take out 2, skip 1, 2. We are where we started that very first one, and take out 2. Take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2, chain 3, closing in with that double crochet, and coming in to our chain where we first started. So you're to have a total of 32 X's. 32 X's. We're going to come inside of this first 3 chain with 3 singles. 1 single in between X's, and then 3 inside of the 3 chain of the X. 1 in between, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And 1 in between. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so finished my row of the singles. That means 8, 9, 10, right? Because we did up until row 7, then singles row 8, the X is row 9, and singles row 10. Going to row 11, coming into the next one, single, 1 chain, my first double crochet. So this row 11 is 1 double crochet per stitch all the way around. There is no increases, just double crochet. Okay, one per stitch all the way around the same way. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, finished my row. Going to repeat the next row with double crochets, but we're going to have 16 increases. That means I'm coming into the next one and doing single and one chain, my first double crochet, coming back in, increase. So that's my first increase. Now I'm going to do 7 double crochets alone, 1 per stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. On my 8, I'm doing my increase, 2 in the same stitch, and then start again. 7 double crochets, 1 per stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. On my 8, increase. So that's my third increase already. We'll have a total of 16. And at the end, we should have 144 double crochet, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, everyone. So, finished my row. I've already started closing with slip stitch, started going up with double crochet. On this row, there will be no increase. So this would be row. So we stopped at 7, then we have singles 8, the X is 9, singles again 10, double crochet 11, finished row 12, that means 2 together and then 7 double crochets, and row 13. So row 13 will be 1 double crochet per stitch, and I'll meet you at the end. We have one more row to do before we change colors. Next row will be singles. So this row 13 has no increases, just 1 double crochet per stitch. Of course, I ran out of thread, so I had to add more thread to it. Okay, so 1 double crochet per stitch. Okay, everyone, so finished my row 13, going to row 14. I'm going to come back in that same chain and do a single and another single, 1 per stitch. Getting this little fly around here that's so annoying. Make sure you don't tighten it too much because it's going to pull on this row if you do. We don't want it baggy, but we don't want it too tight. Okay, so single crochet, 1 per stitch, no increase. We have 144 double crochets. That means we should have 144 singles also. And I'm cutting my thread after this and coming in with the pink, starting to mix those colors up. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, going in with the pink, you can start your first double crochet however you want it. You can start anywhere. I'm going to start here, anywhere. And I'm going to do double crochet 4 in the same stitch. That's how we're going to work it. If it's not the dogs, it's the neighbors. If it's not the neighbors, it's the cats. Oh my God, people. It's construction. It's you name it. Okay, so I have 4 double crochets. I'm going to skip 1, 2. I'm going to come on my third one. And again, create my 4 double crochets in the same stitch. One more. skip 1, 2 stitch into the third, 4 double crochet. It's going to be like this all the way around. So we are row 15, I think. Yeah, row 15. Okay, so do your 4 double crochets on that same stitch, skip 2 into the third one. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, on to the next. Oh my goodness, this little bugger. On to the next row. We're going to come back in this space here, and I'm going to do a single and 1 chain. This time this will be considered like a half double crochet. I'm going to come back in that same stitch and pull my thread. 1, 2, and 3. I'm also going to come into the next space and pull my thread. 1, 2, and 3. By the way, I have 48 groups of 4. We must close all of them together. It's very important that you must stretch your thread or you're going to have a very hard time. And I'm going to secure that with a slip stitch. I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm going to do a half double crochet. So take out 2 or 3 half double crochet and 1 chain. I'm going to come back and repeat the same thing. 1, 2, and 3 into the next one. 1, 2, and 3. Close it all together and secure it with slip stitch. 1 chain space, coming back in, doing that half double crochet and 1 chain, coming back in again on the same stitch. 1, 2, and 3 into the next one. 1, 2, and 3. Closing it all together. That's why it's important that it's not too tight so your stitch can go through. We don't want it too baggy and loose either. It's not going to look pretty. So I've secured with slip stitch 1 chain. I'm going to do half and 1 chain, and then coming back in again. 1, 2, and 3 into the next one. 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if you guys see this little bugger flying around. And slip stitch 1 chain, and now we just repeat everything again all the way around. So I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, we're pretty much almost reaching the end. So I've done my half double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. We have to come to that first one we started, and 3. Close it up, secure with slip stitch, 1 chain. So I'm going to come here where we had done that 1 chain in between, but I'm going to grab this better because I don't want it to be stretching too much. Like that. Now I'm going to come my thread and come in with the next color, unless you're using the same color for all of them. So basically it's the same color, 2 rows. We're going to have a row like this with the 4, and then a row like this, a row like this, and a row like this. You can do as many as you want. I'm going to use the 3 colors, so I'll be having 6 rows of these, I believe. So I'm going to come in with the lighter purple and use 2 rows of that. So we're going to go back to the 4 double crochets, and then after I complete those 2 rows, I'm going to come in with the darker purple. Just coming through here since we are working in here. make sure that we tuck this one in, especially for the beginners that are just joining the channel. You know, there's always new people coming in and they need to learn the new techniques. A lot of you already know, but we have to think of them too. Okay, so coming in now with the lighter purple. So you can pretty much start anywhere. We need to work, remember that one chain space that we did, closing both of them together. That's what we're working on, the 4 double crochets. Okay. Coming back in and doing my second double crochet again, my third, trying to hide this little thread. It's always convenient to get rid of it from the start. So I have my 4 double crochets coming into the next one, which is that one chain here when we've closed. Remember, we've closed that secure chain, and that's what we're working on. 2, 3, and 4 into the next one. So exactly right on the center where we secure to close all of the threads here. I don't know why, but I'm getting, for a few days now, terrible cough. It's changing a bit, the climate here. So some days are extremely hot, and then it gets chilly. And, oh, what am I doing? It's not closed altogether. I get distracted when I'm talking. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4 into the next one, exactly where we secure that security slip stitch we did to close all of the pull threads together. So again, all we're going to do is this, and all the other rows will be like that also. Naming, next row, we are going to pull all of the threads in again by doing that half double crochet, 1 chain, and then pull 3 times, then come into the next. But I'll meet you there just to show you, because the darker purple, I'm not going to record it because it will be exactly the repeat of what we're doing now. Okay, so you know that the next row when we're doing these, so will be the row after that, doing the 4 double crochets again on these slip stitch ones. Okay, so 4 double crochets, and that's all there is to it. So we're coming in exactly right on the center. I'll meet you right at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm getting to the end. Closing it in on that first double crochet. Oops. My stitch is always so tight. Never learned my lesson right. With the slip stitch, I'm going to come back in again exactly how we did with the bottom one. The single and 1 chain. Coming in again, 1, 2, and 3 into the next one. 1, 2, and 3. Close it all together. Slip stitch to secure, and you know that the next row that we'll be doing with the darker purple, the 4 double crochets, will be here. It's exactly what we're doing, so they follow the 4 double crochets. Okay, so I secure that, and 1 chain again, coming in the same stitch and doing half and 1 chain. So basically repeating what we did with the pink. 1, 2, 3. Into the next one. 1, 2, and 3. Close it all together. Secure it with slip stitch and 1 chain. Coming back in. Single, not single, half, and 1 chain. 1, 2, and 3 into the next one. 1, 2, and 3. Slip stitch, 1 chain. So that's how we're going to proceed. And then I'm coming in with the darker purple, doing the 4 double crochets on each slip stitch we have, and then repeating this one. Then I'll come back to you at the end of this one on the next row. Not the next row, the next 2 rows, I should say. Okay, so I'm not going to record the darker purple because it's just a repeat. It takes too much memory on my mobile. When I complete the other 2 rows, then I'll come back to you. It's just a repeat now. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I'm on my 3rd color. I finished my groups of 4. I'm going to come in because it's getting tighter. We don't want the pattern to be pulling. So single, 2 chain space this time. Okay? So 1, 2, and 3. Everything else stays the same. Instead of doing 1 chain, we're doing 2. Secure that. And 2 chains. So basically 3 when you're closing. Coming in doing that half. So half and 2 chain. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Closing them all in. Slip stitch and 2 chain. Again, half and 2 chain. We have to do it this way with 2 chain in order for the pattern not to pull too much, or else it's going to fold like a hat. It's going to pull too much on it, right? So for that reason, we have to do a 2 chain now. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. One, 2, I think I over pushed it there. 1, 2, and 3 into the next one. 1, 2, and 3. Close it all together. Slip stitch and 2 chain. Half and 2 chain. Okay. Okay, everyone. So completed my 3 colors, which is 6 rows, 2 of each. Gonna come back in with the white. So if you were to complete 4 colors, then you would have to do 3 chain on the next one when you do these. Okay, that means you would do your 4 double crochet, 1 chain or 2 if your tension is tight, and then 3 chain if you're continuing with the next row. Okay, everything else stays the same, so we can't have the pattern pull too much. Coming back in with the white, and we're going to work where we have those 2 chain space. Remember we did that half? So we're going to work 3 double crochets on each one. 1, 2, and 3 into the next one. 1, 2, and 3. And that would be exactly the same thing if you're doing 4 colors in color, okay? Or if you're sticking to the same color and you want to make 4 of these motifs, it's still the same thing here. So 3 double crochet on each of these 2 chain. Remember, we closed in, we did 2 chain, came back with half, and then 2 chain. That's what we're working on. Okay, 3 double crochet on each side, like that. So this is the half and the 2 chain. And here's where we closed off with slip stitch and the 2 chain. So doing these 3 double crochets all the way around the same way. Next row will be just double crochets over double crochets. Actually, the next 2 rows, double crochet over double crochet. There is no increase for the next 2 rows. Only on the 3rd row, we're coming back in with the singles. So we're just going to continue to do these groups of 3 double crochet on the 2 chain space, and the next 2 rows after this is just double crochet over double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished all my groups of 3 inside of that 2 chain space. Now the next 2 rows are just double crochet over double crochet, no increases. So I'm coming into the next one, single 1 chain, and again just double crochet over double crochet for the next 2 rows, this row and the next one. And then the row after that will be singles, but I'll come back to you once I've completed my 2 rows of these double crochets. Now, if you're to use, if you want the 4 motifs of the colors, then you would skip what I'm doing now in the 2 rows, and where I'm going to be doing the singles, you'd come back and do the singles right after this. For the people that are doing the 4 motifs, it's not double crochets after these groups, it's singles. That means you would have to advance the video to the singles and we take it from there. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of the 2nd row of the double crochets. Okay, everyone, so finished, completed my 2 rows of the double crochets, 1 per stitch. There's a total of 288 on each row. 288 here, 288 here, and 288 there. This next row will be only of single crochets. So I'm coming into the next one. There is no increase, it's just single 1 per stitch all the way around. So nothing to it, just single crochets. So basically for the people that did the 4 motifs, this is where you'd go singles right after the groups here, the 1st row. You don't have these 2. Okay? Then we'd continue from there, the singles after you created 4 motifs. That's the difference between this pattern and the 4 motifs on there. Remembering that with the 4 motifs, you're already getting the size that you need for here to be the same size. Unless, of course, you want it bigger, and then you would just follow through what we're doing here with the 4 motifs and do the same. Except on here, you would need 3 chain on your 4th motif instead of 2. Okay, so that's all you're going to do. Single crochet, 1 per stitch all the way around. I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, finished my row. Coming into the next one, so I closed in with slip stitch, doing my single 2 chain, my first double crochet into the next one, double crochet, 2 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, come in the 4th, double crochet and 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back in, create that V, 2 chain, skip 1, 2, 3 on the 4th, create double crochet and another double crochet. And we're going to proceed this way all the way around the same way. Chain 2, 1, 2, 3 on the 4th, double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, back into the same one, double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, and create double crochet, next stitch, double crochet, all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so finished my row and I have 32 V's. Okay, so now we're going to go into, so I close in with slip stitch, coming into the next one, and I'm going to do a single, coming inside of that V with 10 double crochets. That's all we're going to do, 10 double crochets and a single in between the groups. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 double crochets directly into that second double crochet with a single. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished my row, did the walk with a slip stitch to that first double crochet. I'm going to come into the second. We're skipping the first and the last one, so I'm doing back post, 1 chain space into the next one, 2 double crochet back posts. Okay, 1 chain. Now we're going to do 2 triples back post. Men are working around the house. The house is under construction, people. I'm sorry if you hear any noise. Okay, so 2 double crochet back post, 2 triple, chain 2 on the middle, and then again doing the same thing, 2 triple back posts, 1 chain space, and then the 2 double crochet back posts. So we're not working on that last double crochet. 1 chain space, back post double crochet, 1 chain and back post double crochet, and then going directly to the second double crochet with back post double crochet. That's all there is to it. 1 chain space between, another back post double crochet, 1 chain and 2 triples, 1 per stitch back posts, and only the middle one right after the second triple, 2 chain space, and then repeat the same thing on this side. Okay, so 2 double crochet back post, 1 chain, 2 triple, 1 chain space, and 2 chain in between, 2 triple back post, 1 chain, and 2 double crochet, and go in directly. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, reach the end. Now we're going to be doing the picots. So I've closed in with slip stitch, I'm going to come in that first space with single 3 chain, coming behind that single with closing with single into the next one, single 3 chain behind that single, and again into the next one, 1 2 3 behind that single, and close with a single. So I have 3 singles on one side, and I will have 3 on the other. So single, 1 2 3 4 5 6 chain. This is the middle one where we have the 2 chain. I'm going to come back in again on that same one with a single, 1 2 3 chain behind that single, and close your picot, and continue on again, single, 1 2 3, close it with single behind that single into the next one, 1 2 3, close with single, and into my last one, just single, no picots. Okay, so 3 on one side with 3 chain, 3 on the other, and 6 chain on the center. Go directly into the next one with a single, chain 3. Lord have mercy, and with all this noise, and continue on. So this does it for this video. I will leave the measurements below in the description box, and thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. Until next time, everybody, and again I apologize for the noise.